Let's say there is an employee who comes to his office. He flashes his iCard. So, what do you think? Security guard will just see his iCard and let him in? Well, not exactly. He will also check other things. He will check if the behavior of the employee is suspicious. He will ask for secondary proof, and once he is satisfied, then only he will allow the employee to enter this building. This is the same way in which Microsoft Entra ID protection works. It checks risk, sign in risk or user risk. It checks if there is any sign in risk, like if a user logs in from a location and after a few minutes the same user logs in from another location and both locations are distant apart, then this is a sign in risk. The same way, if there is any risk associated with a user risk, if the credential of users are leaked, then this creates a user risk. And in these two scenarios, user risk and sign in risk, conditional access steps in and it will force to use an MFA or it will force for a password reset. Now for Entra ID protection, we will go to our Entra portal and we need to have Entra ID P2 license. This license is must for Entra ID protection. Then we can go to this Entra ID protection. From we can configure our conditional access, risk based conditional access, risky users, risky workload identities. So these things can be configured from this section of ID protection. User risk policy, sign in risk policy, what will happen if there is user associated risk or sign in associated risks. So these all can be configured from here. Likewise, so we also can have risky sign in reports. What are risky users? So we also can generate a report for that.